Welcome. This is a video introducing you to CH194 General Chemistry 1 for the fall semester. I'm Dr. Hawkins, and this course, as you may have heard, will be primarily an online course because I recently moved to Ohio, so I'm nowhere near Blue Mountain, and it would be a really brutal commute if I had to drive there each day. So this will be an online course primarily. The exceptions will be the lab, which will be on campus, and the exams, which will be in class. The syllabus that we'll get into in a minute gives you the dates for the exams and the time. The location of the exams is the assigned classroom for the course, which you can find on BMC Space. So I want to just go over how the course is laid out, and mainly this will be by looking at Blackboard. So if you're watching this video, then I can assume that you know how to access Blackboard. If you didn't know how to access Blackboard, you wouldn't be watching this. So if you're on Blackboard, most of the material for the course will be under the Content tab, which is where this video is. So under the Content tab, there is the syllabus, there is this video, there is a link to the online assignments, which are given through McGraw-Hill Connect. And there are folders, one for each chapter covered in the course. In these folders, there are PowerPoint slides detailing the material for each chapter, and then there will be supplementary materials like videos, web links, animations, anything I can find or produce that I think will help you be able to do well in this course and do well in each particular chapter and each assignment. So let's go over the syllabus just for a couple minutes. So this course, it's a first semester general chemistry course, so it covers things like the basic structure of atoms, the electrons and the nuclei. It covers different kinds of bonds, different kinds of compounds, ionic, molecular / covalent. It covers stoichiometry, thermochemistry, the electronic structure of atoms and quantum mechanics, quantum theory, and bonding, molecular geometry. So all that stuff is part of first semester. It's going to be broken down into 9 chapters. And on the syllabus, I give a week-by-week detailing of which chapter we're going to cover each week. And this course will include 9 homework assignments, 1 for each chapter covered, and 3 exams. So the first exam is scheduled for September 20th at 9 a.m., covering chapters 1 through 3. Second exam is October 11th at 9 a.m., the day before fall break, and that covers chapters 4 and 5. And then a third exam, which will not be cumulative, it will cover chapters 6 through 9, but it will be given during the final exam time. And the way your course grade is going to work is the 3 exams are going to be worth a total of 80% of your course grade, so that's pretty substantial. And then 20% will be your homework grades. So that's essentially the content of the syllabus. One last thing about the syllabus is attendance. Attendance is going to be recorded based on you answering and submitting some quick multiple choice questions each week, essentially clicker questions, just to give me a way to give attendance and make sure that you're actually keeping up with the course. So you won't specifically be graded on these questions, on your answers to these questions, so you don't even have to get them right, but it does give me a way to record attendance. Hopefully you know Blue Mountain's attendance policy, and if you miss a certain percentage of the class periods in the semester, you will be dropped. So attendance is important, and you can make sure that you are retained in the course as long as you keep up with those multiple choice questions. And they'll be each week. You just submit them each week, and that will count as your attendance. So not a big time commitment there. And in addition to all of the material under the content tab of the course, there under the discussions tab on the left-hand side on Blackboard, there will be discussion topics. There's a general topic for the course where you can ask general course related questions. You can comment on things related to the course. You can have conversations with other students in the course. And then there will also be discussion topics for each chapter, so you can ask specific questions related to a particular homework assignment. And you won't be graded on the discussion topics, so you don't have to participate, but I would recommend you participating. It's one way to make sure that you're involved and engaged. And so that is one more thing that you will have on Blackboard. Now, as far as the online assignments, when you click on the link for accessing homework assignments through McGraw-Hill Connect, you will see a page, a registration page. So it will ask you for your email address and password if you have used Connect before for another class. If you haven't, then you will go down to the bottom right and click on Register Now, and it will ask you for your email address. And if you haven't used that email address before for another course on Connect, then it'll take you to the registration page. So once you get to the registration page, it'll ask you for your registration code, which you either purchased through the bookstore or you purchased through a third party like Amazon, or if you have a credit card available, you can purchase it right there. There is an option for a 2-week free trial. If you really wanted to, you could try to zoom through all of the assignments in 2 weeks and not pay any money for the course. I would highly recommend not doing that, though. I would strongly advise against it because you're not going to retain much information if you're just speeding through everything in 2 weeks. I think you really need to take the time to go through this material and really let it digest over time. Otherwise, it's going to just go into the atmosphere. So once you're on Connect, you will see the assignments along with their due dates. Generally, the assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, 11:59 p.m. First assignment's due August 25th. So you've got hopefully enough time to get on, to connect, get registered, and look at the assignment. So each assignment is going to be anywhere from about 5 to 10 questions. Some of them are kind of fill in the blank or matching or multiple choice, things like that. A majority of them are calculation questions, though, calculation problems. And it will give you, I believe what it does, depends on the assignment, but it will either give you 5 opportunities to get the correct answer, and then it will change the numbers if it can and give you 5 more. And then I think it will even do that again. So you'll have a total of 15 opportunities to get a question right. Some of the homeworks, it gives you 6 opportunities and then 1 redo, so a total of 12 opportunities. So you've got, if you make a mistake, you still have a chance to, several chances to get the problem correct. And you'll be scored based on how many correct answers you get. And again, that will go into your 20% of the course grade that is allotted to homework. There is a link on the right on the Connect course page where you can get access to the textbook. The full textbook is there, so you don't have to have the physical textbook, which is really expensive. All the contents of the textbook are there, and I believe when you access the assignments, there's a link to the particular section in the textbook that relates to the homework question that you're doing, so you don't have to just search blindly through the textbook. But that is going to be primarily the focus of the course, is going through the lectures, mainly the PowerPoints. When you go through the PowerPoints, I would recommend not going through the entire chapter file at one time. That would be similar to sitting through 3 or 4 or 5 hours of lecture, which you're going to space out way before that time is up. So I would recommend just going through, depending on the content, going through just maybe like 5, 6, 7 slides at a time. And if there are supplementary videos or animations or links to websites, go to those. Don't try to go through a whole chapter's material at one time. It's not going to work so well, probably. So I think I've about covered everything. So again, know the due dates for the assignments. Read up on the material before you do the assignment. Work on the assignment. Go back to the material when you need to. Go to the discussion sections. Email me. Go to the TLC. I don't know specifically what tutors they have. They usually have one, if not multiple, tutors who can help with general chemistry. So there are definitely options out there for when you need help. I want to be as available as possible. And don't forget attendance, the questions for attendance. And I think that's about it for now. So let's begin the course.